up. It's our pal Doc Walker. What's up, Doc?
Fellas, not much, man. Just still pissed off,
Yep.
but nothing I can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is.
It's frustrating.
I know you don't do moral victories,
No.
but if you had to describe this season, they were 4-13 a year ago. They turned it all the way around to 12-5, won a couple of playoff games. I know you don't want to do any moral victories, but it's pretty amazing.
14-6 is a damn good year.
Yeah, well, it's still a return to glory. No, I accept that. We have a stadium that we show up at now. We're no longer taken over by our opposition. We have respect. We have a fan base now that's re-energized. We've got kids that are 35 and under that can come out and wear gear. No, this is a turning point, the pivot point. I'm really proud of that. It's exciting. It's just too close. It's still seeing us throw up all over ourselves. I don't mind losing a game. I've been beaten. But to give a damn game away is just not comforting at all. It's too close to that. It's still the after fact of it. And I'm like, I can't get over that in the manner in which it happened. Yeah, the Eagles are damn good. They may be the best physical talent I've seen in a while. It reminded me of some of our teams in the past. But to go there and just not be what we had been all year is just irritating as hell to me.
Is it delusional to think, because I know in the moment I felt this way, and Russell pointed it out, that the most upset I got yesterday, Doc, as a fan, the one time I had an outburst in front of my mother and she told me to be quiet, was I smashed my ottoman with my hand with the Eckler fumble. Because if we score on that drive, it's 34-30, maybe 34-31. And listen, they were awesome, the Eagles. I tip my cap to them. I'm not saying that they weren't. But, sometimes things just snowball out of control. I just felt like that was a pivotal moment, and we still could have maybe pulled off another miracle. I mean, who knows? I was still in it mentally. Are you with me on that or no?
Yeah, no. It's just, for me, I have a value system. And guys who make big plays, they earn some capital with me. This guy, Eckler, to me, he was one of the keys for us to win. He had to do what he does. If that guy fumbles, okay. He makes big plays. I get it. I know nobody feels worse than him. He said, we only have we have minimum amount of playmakers because this is a phase one of a return to glory. So I'm over my skis because they made me get over my skis because these dudes were freaks. The things they did aren't normal. So I was like, is it running out? No, the Eagles took it. Punching balls, we punch balls in practice. These guys practice that way. But it shouldn't have happened to us there on the road. Road teams got to be aware. They were scared to death of us based on what we had shown. So it caught me off guard. I mean, once you catch the damn ball, you're not going to score. Security's everything. And it just shook me up to think, I go, well, no, maybe just give the Eagles credit. But I got a problem doing that because I despise most of their fan base other than my neighbors. We got Eagle flags hanging out my neighborhood today. And it's just the anger, a competitive spirit that I felt we were good enough to win. Otherwise, I'd just be going, I was happy we were there. I don't feel that way. I really thought we would win until I saw, well, no, we're just not built for it because we don't run well enough and we don't stop the run well enough. Those are principles that never fail. In tackle football, no matter what happens, and I know it's changing, that will never change. And we don't do either one well. And so that's it. Wrap.
All right. So phase one of the return to glory. Yeah. So you're in charge. Phase two, where do you start?
Well, you got to get an edge presence. There's 3 positions. You got to get 3 players. And there's only about a half a dozen. We talk about it because we're still emotionally tied into it.
Sure.
But there's only 6 difference makers in the entire damn league on defensively, if you think about it. And you got cap space. And again, we finally have people that I trust that are making these decisions, not me. We are in good hands. That's their job. But hopefully they will go out and get us a guy who's a proven killer that comes off the edge, that's a bona fide freak. Because we give up too much. People get around the corner on us, and that guy Saquon, he's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. And our division is the best to me. It always is. The NFC Championship should be at our place, New York, Dallas, or Philly. That's just how I feel about it. So that was perfect. What happened? They're not going anywhere. So what you saw there, it's not going. So what are we going to do about it? We have got to get a running game. We knew what we have. We're hit and miss. Well, I'm tired of that. I don't have to beg somebody to be able to run the ball. We got to get it back. We got to get back, and I'm not going to beg people to stop the run. We got to get people that can do it. And now I think that the people we have in charge, they will get the job done. And if not, you don't want to see the schedule next year. See, the fairy tale is ended. Now they're lifting weights thinking of you. They got posters in their facility of you. So now you're the hunted. You snuck up on people because you sucked for the past decade and nobody took you serious. That's over. Mm-hmm. So you got to be locked and loaded now because now you're hunted. And I can't wait to see what happens because we got a good group of guys. They will compete. But this little thing, what we just saw, lock up because it's going to be a hell of a ride next year.
So, Doc, you give us a couple things which we've been talking about. They definitely need to upgrade the running game and learn how to stop the run. What do you do with Marshawn Lattimore?
Well, I love him. I'm not doing nothing but let him heal.
Okay.
Yeah, because here's the thing you got to understand. When you're dealing with the level of wide receivers that are in our league right now, you got to have a freak to deal with them. I feel you in what you're saying about him, but he deserves the right to play healthy. When he's healthy, in our division, he can at least cope with the talent that's now in this league. Back in the Stone Ages, there was 3 or 4 people. There are 13 or 14 of them now. Mm-hmm. So I don't think in his credit, you were right. I mean, he's edgy, but you got to have a guy like that on the edge based on who he's got to deal with. See, we get spoiled here because we got a guy who's not a jerk or a jackass.
Oh, he's amazing.
Who's a star at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Most of them dudes are hard. So you got to have a guy to counter them. He's perfect for that. You don't want a guy that you got, just perfect on every area. You need a beast to deal with these people. He's perfect. Let him heal. Now, if he gets healthy and is grabbing and doing the things that you illustrate and you're right about, then I'm with you. But I got to let him heal because I've seen him play healthy. And you need a dog. We don't need a guy that's going to get a citizenship award out there at corner. You need a dog. And this guy, I love him for that. But he's not been healthy. And I think I don't want him to feel like he sacrificed his reputation to come back early and then he got barfed on by the community. Because that wouldn't be fair. Because he could have just said, I'm not ready to go. Mm-hmm. Then guess who we had to put out there? People that we know can't do it. So I just think he deserves that bit of respect. Now, if he comes back healthy and gets the same results, then I'll join you in booing him.
Mm-hmm. Doc, how great was Luvu launching himself over the pile to stop the tush push? I loved it. I love seeing that sort of fight from him.
One of them guys, I tell them they get a flat tire at night, 5 a.m., call me. I'll come pick you up. Mm-hmm. We just need 3 more of them. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be that guy. It's like Neil Okowitz. We had Neil playing middle linebacker when everybody could, well, he's this. No, he's a dog. It's very difficult to get these people like him. We've got 2 guys. Our oldest guys played their best game in this. And what he did, and at our tight end, I'm looking at Ertz, I'm going, I can't believe he's doing what he's doing. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. He gave you his guts. He gave you everything. And now, can he do that again? I don't know, but I hope he does. I hope he tries to. But we got to get these young guys to see the moment because it's not guaranteed next year. You're a target now. You're hunted. Whole new ball game. But our base, The fact that they rejuvenated this entire country that believes in burgundy and gold is amazing. Hey man, we work the cleanup squad. So post game is a cleanup squad, and usually it's full of manure, and we got to clean it up. And this year was an absolute joy. You could hear it in people's voices. Our people travel all over the country with this team, and so you man these microphones every day. This job can be. It's not as much fun as it ought to be if the product is rotten.
They're darn right about that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Doc. Before we let you go, Cakes, I think it was, brought up the point, and it's excellent, and a lot of people have brought it up throughout the season, though, that with Jaden now, listen, we're all frustrated, but we got our guy, so that's what I'm thrilled with, and that's the foundation. He's going to keep us relevant for the next decade. I'm convinced. But he's really going to help. I think he will help in free agency. How valid of a point is that? Where guys are going to want it. This is actually going to become a destination for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, there'll be receivers that may be inclined to it, but and I agree with you, but trust me, guys just care about money.
At the end of the day, that's bigger.
Yeah, I'm not going to BS you and tell you people.
I agree.
People sign for money, man. People came here because Dan was paying people. Remember how they would say?
Sure.
They came here for money.
Lavernius Coles, guys like that.
Yeah, they came here for money. All the people came here. They're just rotten program. They came to get paid.
Painsworth.
Yeah, they came to get paid. That's slob.
So you think it's actually overrated? So you actually think at the end of the day it's overrated?
Yeah, they came to rip Dan off. If they find a sucker, and he was a sucker, they come to rip him off.
Uh-huh.
But see, DQ are these guys we have now? No, they're pros. They're not going to have it. And this team won't accept it. We got a really good group. We just got to avoid injury. And we lucky because our leader, he didn't wake up in the middle of the night to see how many followers he has. He's stable. And as long as you got a guy who's not an egomaniac, who's your leader, you got him and Terry. Are you kidding me? We got sanity. Now we got to get us some bulls. We got to get some people that don't talk about it, but they do it. We have way too many. I don't need no interviewers. We need some people to go out there and are savages that show up and kick people's ass because we got way too much dialogue. And then you cut the game on, and we can't get a yard, and people are driving the ball down our throat. And Saquon was available. See, that's what the league offers us. So that's why I'm going AP, DQ, these guys. We just keep supporting them, and I trust that we'll be in this position. We just want to be in the hunt. But you look at next year's schedule and buckle up. It's going to be interesting.
I agree.
All right, Doc. Good stuff.
Thank you, Doc.
Hey, guys,
appreciate
keep kicking ass, man.
All right, thanks,
Talk to you
buddy.
soon, man.
Good deal.
It's Rick Doc Walker.